Skepta didn't just respond, he erased Joyner from the battlefield. His latest track, Junior's Law, isn't just a diss, it's a lyrical carpet bombing. From the moment it opens, you know it's not going to be fair. A calm, judge-like voice, probably a character Skepta created, coldly says Joyner should go home because he hasn't responded in weeks. The courtroom metaphor isn't just theatrical, it's deadly. And the bars, they hit like elbows from a Muay Thai fighter. Skepta doesn't waste time. He opens fire on Joyner's claim that he hadn't heard from Skepta since the 90s. Skepta's comeback: Jonah, I was 9 years old. One line. That's all it took to discredit a whole verse. He flipped Joyner's own timeline into a punchline. That's veteran level smoke. But Skepta wasn't done. He mocked Joyner's emotional storytelling style, something Joyner is actually respected for. With a smirk you can almost hear, Skepta raps, might be a Chappelle, cause anyone else is better than being yourself. And then this: I know storytelling's effective, but I like your song from your own perspective. Like your song with M when you came out the closet. Bruh, that's not just crossing the line. That's sprinting across it, torching it and laughing on the other side. At this point, even Joyner fans were sitting in stunned silence like, wait, he said what? This wasn't a response track, it was a public execution. So, here's what happened. Joyner Lucas decided to test Skepta, the man who literally helped invent grime war. And not only did Skepta show up, he showed no mercy. This wasn't just a rap beef, this was international warfare, and Skepta treated it like the World Cup of bars. Joyner thought he was trading verses, but Skepta, he thought he was finishing a war. And if you think this was just some friendly back and forth, nah, you're gonna want to hear what led up to this, because it gets way deeper. What you saying, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Celebrity News Drip. Before we dive into the video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're into deep dives like this. We break down the biggest stories in entertainment without the fluff, just facts, receipts, and a bit of chaos. Now let's get back into the madness. 2024 has been chaos in hip-hop, and we're loving every second. Kendrick versus Drake lit the fuse. After their lyrical dogfight, it was like every rapper suddenly remembered what competition means. Joey B dropped The Rulers back in January and practically challenged the whole West Coast to a duel. They answered loud and clear, but what nobody expected? The wave to cross the ocean. Enter Skepta. The UK veteran didn't just watch from afar. He stepped up and said, I want to clash an American rapper, finally get this UK-US rap debate sorted. No violence, just bars, punchlines and counteractions. He didn't name names, he didn't need to, and one American took the bait, Massachusetts native Joyner. Lucas raised his hand like a kid at the front of the class. I got this. To be fair, that was bold, respectable even. Skepta respected it too, at first. In fact, he gave Joyner props for being the first to answer. Said, I wasn't even gonna reply back, but I'm a rapper's rapper. I'll respect that you stood up. First man, you get me? Then came the warning. But this is just another example of the ignorance. Jonah, if you was from the UK, fam, quiet bro, understand? Translation, you just woke up a sleeping giant. From July 11th onward, we've seen this thing go from polite sparring to lyrical street brawl. 3 tracks from Skepta, 2 from Joyner, fire on both sides. But while Joyner's verses were sharp, Skepta's got strategic. He wasn't just rapping, he was studying Joyner, targeting weak spots and flipping his own lines against him. And by the time Junior's Law dropped, it felt like a final chapter, not another round. Even the title is loaded. Junior's Law sounds like a verdict, not a verse. Now here's where it gets awkward. Joyner's last track dropped on July 16th. Since then, nothing. Not a tweet, not a teaser, not even a cryptic emoji. Meanwhile, Skepta's out here playing judge, jury, and lyrical executioner. The skit at the start of Junior's Law says it all. A voice declares the battle over. Joyner missed his chance. It's done. The fans, they're waiting, but losing patience. The silence is becoming the response, and Skepta knows it. That's why this felt like the final nail. Zoom out for a second. This isn't just about Joyner and Skepta. This is UK versus US, bars versus bravado, grime versus boom bap. And right now, the UK is winning. Skepta didn't just defend his home turf. He kicked down the door, walked into the US house party, and started running the arcs. The grime legend's been around for decades, but this might be his most surgical moment ever. So where does this go next? Will Joyner rise from the ashes and fire back, or has Skepta already made his point? If the silence continues, one thing's clear. Skepta didn't just win this round, he might have ended the whole conversation. And if you're still wondering if the UK can hang with US rap, ask Joyner Lucas if he ever comes back.